Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is Prison Architect Alpha Build 23. This is the update video. And as you can see here, I have Christoph Abandoned Delay as a special guest. No, not really, but he's in my prison. And yeah. He's currently receiving some therapy here from the psychologist for behavioral therapy. He was a violent offender. He destroyed a few things, had an escape attempt, attacked staff, serious injury. It was bad stuff. Really don't mess with the folks at Introversion, is what I gotta say. They will hurt you. But they will also give us new features, which is nice. Where to begin? Well, this is Alpha 23, and we have new stuff, okay? So I guess we start with the new stuff. So let's go into objects. Okay? Now, first thing you probably want to know is, well, the CCTV equipment has been changed. I think we should build a little CCTV room here, because this prison, you might recall this prison from my Alpha 21 run. And, yeah, this one doesn't actually have CCTV in it. So there's a difference in that, and so we're going to put up a building just for that purpose. Building. Let's put up a brick one. And there we go. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. And let's give it a door. Hey, look at this. We got a new door. Remote door. Hey. So, but I'm just going to put a staff door right here, right now. And let the construction teams get to work on that. Now, here's something new. Utilities-wise, we can have electrical view, where we see the electrics. We can see all the power switches. We can see small pipe and large pipe, basically water, right? And we can see connections. Connections is new. Connections is part of the new CCTV and automatic door system. Yes, we have one of those now. So let's get that room built. Let my team get to work on that while I talk about something else. Now there's going to be a lot more contraband coming into your prison. Okay? And, well, one of the noticeable differences is that fences are no longer free, kids. If you want to build a fence, it costs $3 a square. Wow! That's right, you can no longer just throw down fences for nothing. But, oh, we're finding lots of stuff today. So, right, first off, prisoners can arrange to have things thrown over the fence and then collect it themselves. Let's say, Chris DeLay up there calls up an outsider. They will then arrange for the drop-off of some kind of contraband at a point where he can get to. Now, where can he get to on this map that's close to the fence? Well, in theory here, actually, in the yard. So he might arrange for a pickup there, get his thing. You need to be able to have... Watching out for contraband is going to be a lot more complicated. Also, conveniently, here's a delivery truck. Contraband's going to come in with the deliveries. So you may want to set up some dogs to watch the deliveries come in. You may want to set up a metal detector to cover the stuff as it comes in, because that stuff is going to come in on food trays. It's going to come in all with ingredients. It's going to be all over the place. Now let's get the electrics hooked up into here, because we're going to need that. Also, we're going to need to research remote access. That's a new thing on here, as you can see. It's under the security tree. But it's another fine day here in Alpha 21 prison. Oh, looks like something's being searched. Yeah, that box has been searched. For some reason, it was suspicious. You can see we're exporting beds. So dogs will sniff packages that they're aware of when they're free as they come in, if they're stationed anywhere nearby, for, say, narcotics, poisons, that kind of thing. Metal detectors will pick up tools, drills and knives and guns and things like that. It's what you might expect that way. Let's see, let's set this up to be a security room. So there we go. Now our CCTV monitor is different looking, as you can see. Now it's now a 3x1. Well, 3x2 really. I'd say 3x1. You still have a monitoring station in the middle. One of these can watch 8 cameras or more. It has 8 display screens, and with it you can watch continuously 8 cameras. But you can patch in more cameras if you so desire for partial coverage. Let's get some cameras set up. Let's see here. Security camera, where are you? That's the thing, I'm always losing things. Or did they move it off the objects list and maybe put it onto utility? Yeah, they did. Okay, here we are. So, let's say I want a camera here, And again, try to point your camera the right way. It always helps. And I want a camera here, and here, and where else do I want cameras? Well, let's get one down the other end here. And CCTV cameras aren't free, of course, so you might want to watch out for that, but let's see here. Let's stick one. Here we are. That's a good place. And let's see. There we go. Right, I've now spread a variety of cameras around the site, which will now be installed. The security desk needs to be powered, so we're just going to go to the utilities here and hook it up. And let's say, just for niceness, let's run the tiles over as we do. There we go. Good. Hey, I mounted the cameras correctly. Excellent. Now you can see they're flashing. That's not because they lack power. It's because they lack connection. Go to Utilities and go to Connect, right? Now let's pull back for simplicity's sake. I want to go from the CCTV camera to this, well, from the monitoring station to the camera. And you can see we'll get a little connector going there. And I can hook up cameras just directly like this. 6, 7, and there we go. That's 8 cameras. I get complete total coverage all the time with 8 cameras. So, as you can see, now my cameras are operating, and I can see places that I couldn't see before. And I'll still need to assign staff to that, so I need a guard in here. And deployment wise, he needs to be stationed in here. The room still needs an office desk, chair, and filing cabinet, so we'll just sort that out. There we go. And that must have completed. So no, that's the research completed, I believe. Yep, remote access is now unlocked. So, remote access doors are like high security doors that basically have to be operated by remote control. And as part of that, you now have a door control unit, which I'm just going to mount right there. Now, it takes a moment for this stuff to get installed, of course, especially since this is the back end of the prison. But as you can see, the cameras are being monitored and operated, and they are sweeping away, looking around for whatever they might see, right? Now, let's say I connected in that 9th camera. Okay. Now you can see one of them is blue while the other ones are orange, right? That means that camera isn't being watched at any given time. It is now switching around views in between cameras to kind of like spread it around. So it's a good way to kind of stretch your coverage, or if you think there's places that need partial coverage, you can kind of do that. But the maximum a station can operate is 8 cameras with full coverage. Okay. Now we have a door control unit here. We don't have any doors to control. Controlled doors are handy because they allow a guard to operate through the door control a door without actually having to be there to open it. Now, how do you do that? Well, you come in here and you pick up a door servo, and let's say I wanted to operate, this road door here. Okay. So I'm going to rotate my servo so it connects over to the door, and there we go. And I want to put one down here. And now we'll go to connections. Well, I got to wait for those to be installed, but we'll go to connections shortly. Let's wait for that to happen. Here's a guy running one in right now. Ironically, he had to be let out to install it, but there we go. That'll automatically operate the door, as will that. Now, let's connect that into our automatic system. So we go to we go to utilities and we go to connect, and we go back to connections. So okay, I need to go from the unit and drag that out to the servo. Again, from the unit out to the servo. Don't go the other way. These are directional. Okay, now my guard stationed here, you can see there's a green light on there now. I'll zoom in to show you closer. Yep. Green light on there now will operate the road gates automatically. I won't have to wait for guards to get there with a key to go and open and close these gates for me. That really does speed that up considerably. And I can do that with any door in the system by mounting door controls and gear and gears. Now, again, you can operate more than the 2. Let's say there's other doors that you think need controlled. You can mount more door control servos on them, and you can have them connected into the control unit. But eventually, he's going to get overwhelmed with the door commands. It may lose efficiency the more doors he has to control. Now, the remote access door is only opened through that control system. Okay? So, let's say I wanted to put in a remote access control door. Where do I want to block off? Yeah, let's control, say, like this whole wing. Okay? So, I'm going to put in a remote door that costs $500, and it's a very strong door. I've rotated it into place here, and I'm going to go into utilities and get myself a door servo to mount in the same location. Now it's a little pointless because I have like all this like shower access here, but this is for demonstration purposes. So that door's now been mounted, and this door only opens for those with control for it. So when the servo actually activates it. So let's connect it up. And again, I have to connect it in the proper way. So from the control system out to the servo. Okay. Now these are only orange when they're being activated. Okay, so just because it doesn't have an orange signal out to a door does not mean it's not connected. It just means that that servo is not being activated at the moment. So there we go, we've connected that up. Let's be fun about it and do it on the other side as well, make it worthwhile. There we go. I'll put a servo on that one as well. And basically this whole wing of the prison can be locked off from the rest of it through my door controls. Why? Because I want to. I'm really just retrofitting in something in right now. It's not like I've come up with a master plan for this at the moment, but I'm thinking this is an excellent way to control access to your prison in general. Right, so back to utilities, go to connect. Again, from the panel out to the thing. And you can hold down shift if you want to connect up multiple things at the same time. And now these doors will now only open when this guy lets them through. Now, if the door control panel is damaged, it may cause doors to open. If it is destroyed, doors are in an locked open state. Okay? That's a downside of that, and apparently prisoners will target it in a riot. Oh, yep, here's delay making a run for it. You know you can't trust that delay, fellow. He's off to visitation. Aww. So, let's station, since we have deliveries here, I want to now station a dog here, right? So let's go get a guard patrol, and I want a dog on that, okay? Now, you're like, Rob, where's the K9s? Well, I don't have any K9s. I never put any K9s in here. But that's not something I can't fix. Dogs don't have to be inside, so I can just totally basically fence off an area and put one in. Again, remembering fences actually now cost some money. It's an incredible concept. Dog crate. Just put in a couple. There we go. Now, in addition to those components I showed you in the utilities panel, there's also logic circuits. You got the full set: and, or, not, NAND, NOR, and XOR. It's I forget what that is again. It's like exclusive or. That's it. So, yeah, you can build computer circuits now using the power equipment, should you so desire. There's also a door and there's logic bridge here. There's also door timers. So, like, if you have doors that you want open on a schedule, you can arrange that now. This is 5x5, isn't it? For some reason it doesn't consider itself surrounded by walls and doors. It's never been bothered by fencing before. Well, they seem to like it well enough. Okay. Possibly something that's a bit glitchy. Or it's something that's changed. Anyhow, like I was saying, let's say you had a door that you wanted open on a timed basis. Okay? Like this yard door here, right? So I'll mount a servo on that door. And just, I think mounting, well, I'm going to mount it right here just to be absolutely clear. There we go. And then I'm going to put a door timer in. Now, door timers require power, so yeah, they're a thing. And again, they can be damaged. And if they are damaged, they lock into the state that they are in when they are damaged. So, okay, here it is. Door timer's open, so let's go to utilities. And we go from our door timer to the servo, right? Now, we need to tell it what to do. Here's our schedule. So, like, we know, like, there's going to be free time and that kind of thing. Let's say I want the yard open from 10 a.m. basically until, say, 6, right? This timer will automatically open and close the door based on the time of day. It's still being installed, that's why I can't do it yet. It has to be powered. There we are. Right, so connected from here to there, and that will automatically open and close the door depending on the time. And it can connect to multiple doors using servos in exactly the same way. So let's say, yeah, those doors I installed before, the remote access ones. Let's say I wanted those opened as well during those particular times of day. Well, just connect them up. And there we are. So these doors will automatically open during those parts of the day, basically during daytime. And if I want that timer cut out of the system, I could put like a power switch before it. And as you can see, it's actually a free time here at 10 o'clock at night. And again, I can control that door from the door control system as well. And we are from the panel here all the way over here. And that means I don't have to have a guard open and close this door all the damn time. Now, you may not want to leave your timers just lying around like this, but I just have done so because I choose to. I would recommend you keep them in a more secure location. And you see the dog is like going, I'm going to check that, I'm going to check that. Anything in these? I don't know. You're doing a bang-up job here, guard dog. Excellent. Okay. Dude. See, this door is closed. This door is open because he's kind of in it and it won't shut as long as he's in there. There we go. He's been moved out. Now it shuts. Now, if I wanted to send a guard in there, and I do, he has to be let through by the automatic door control system. He doesn't have a key for this door. There we go. Is there anything else to show you? Well, these guys are getting tired. Bless. I'm not going to play with logic circuits. That's not really my forte. That was my friend Jim's thing. I'm certain people are going to put together amazing things using the logic circuits stuff. You can set up door controls in series. You can do all kinds of interesting things. So, this door needs open, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. You can totally do that kind of thing. Yeah, that's about it for the new stuff. And of course, the contraband is going to be flowing in, so you may want to take that in consideration when you're building your prison. And also the fact that fences are no longer free and they cost, it's a minimal cost. $3 a square isn't too bad. It just means I'm just going to use fences all over the place because I feel like it. No, now you're actually going to be considering, hey, it's going to cost me money to put up and put down. But don't worry, kids. Don't worry. It'll be fine. So, that's going to be it for the update video. If you have any questions about the update, please feel free to leave them below. I'm going to be starting a prison, brand new, to take into consideration our new aspects. And, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, it'll be a shame having lost Mr. Delay as a prisoner, but maybe he'll be back, you know? I thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.